it's your favorite brand strategist back at it again. Today is been another day of work. Might be wondering what I'm looking at right now. It's a sales page, effectively. Just a bunch of testimonials from a guy you might know. You probably know him. He's the guy who looks like this. I'm not gonna say his name. French Canadian guy. I don't want to butcher his name. Okay, I'm gonna say the name. Serge, probably. Who knows? But I was reading the testimonials and like they look so interesting because everyone's doing the same thing here. Okay, so what he's doing effectively is he's trying to sort of convince people to start selling growth infrastructure. So effectively, what he has, I think, is a team who builds growth infrastructure, and then they're able to provide you access to like white label. So to basically sell them as your own thing, and then whenever you sell them, he gets like a percentage of it. So that's how it works. Like I'm reading these things. What you see here is like the conversation. So like this is probably what happened before um, someone was like joining. So this is something that's happening in his sort of like CRM. I think it's in Go High Level or something. The so the cold, I don't. It's basically like cold texting. So the AI is like texting these people on WhatsApp all the time, and then it's grabbing their information and then storing it in the Go High Level. And then these people probably booked a call and then they joined this thing. They probably paid, I don't know what amount of money, but the idea is that they are able to sort of take this growth infrastructure that they have and then start selling it to other people through white labeling. Um, and these people, I think what they're doing is like running ads. So they run ads on Facebook. So they put in some initial investment. Like as you can see, this guy is like running ads for like 500. Um, CPBC should be like cost per um, base click or something. But yeah, he's collected 30K for just for 500, which is not bad. But then again, like these people aren't really talking profit margins, so they're always talking like revenue, because I think they're splitting this with like the company, with the white label company. So like he's probably taking a split, which is a very interesting model, and I understand now why this guy Serge, why he's so um, good at what he does. I mean, like I was hearing a story. He was running a appointment setting agency, and he had like contractors in the Philippines just like setting appointments for him, and he didn't like that model because he was it was probably like paying too much. Like even if it was like cheap labor, it was still like paying too much, and it was not scalable. Whenever he was talking about like making 1 million in 3 months, I feel like most of that was lost in the sort of operations, um, the expenses, I guess you'd say. Like I don't really think the profit margins were too high, which really goes to show that like for him to pivot to something like this where he stopped selling the sort of like appointments themselves and he started selling the systems to get the appointments or the systems to get things, like as like you were speaking about like there's like all these different sort of things that are involved in a business getting from where it is get to where it wants to go. So it's like the offer, the lead flow, the appointment flow, the um, deal flow, and then the fulfillment. Like those 5 things, it, I think he's trying to focus on like all 5, and then selling those as like growth infrastructure that people can white label and sell as their own thing. Like this is another guy. Um, he he probably did this. He probably did the same thing. Like from struggling to charge 700 USD to selling 11.5 PNR. PNR is bullion release. That's basically what they do with these sort of things. Is they find out what the problem is and then they build an AI solution, an AI growth infrastructure for the business, and then they release it. This is apparently for a well, he doesn't actually mention it, but it should be like for a restaurant or something. Pretty interesting. Um, you know, started making 5 to 10K, selling his time, integrating with data images for 500. First 9 days of February hit 33K cash collected, pacing his fifth six-figure month at 16 years old. Pretty interesting um, growth agency for restaurants. You can see all these like different types of people, and it's really interesting when you like really think about it because like when I was reading through this, the one thing that came into my mind was, haven't I already kind of built something like this, or am I not building something like this? But by the way, I still am developing the system for content repurposing. And the reason why this came to mind is because there's another guy who's doing content um, somewhere. Let me just find it. But yeah, the content system is going well, I'd say. Okay, whenever I say I'm still on track, I'm still on track. Um, it's just that there's like things that I keep adding to make it more robust. So I'm adding ways in which um, so if there's ever like an error that gets caught, I'm adding a way for the system to like contact me so that if there's an error, I'm adding a way for the system to restart if there is ever an error. Um, so like if the system's active, it'll just reschedule and it'll just run the automation again after the error has been fixed effectively. Doing all of this stuff, and right now, what I can say for certain is the fact that the system works. The system works. It's just I need to connect all the pieces together, and then I need to make it look a little prettier. Um, so yeah, like by the 30th, I will be done, which makes me very excited, very happy. Because I would have built something like this, and like look at this. So content agency owner, right? He was capped at 5 clients per month, and he felt the constraint of a done for you content creation model for clients. This is me. Like, I decided to try selling content infrastructures instead. Am I not selling a content infrastructure? But look at this, man. 13K upfront, 2K management fee. Insane. It really does tell me all I need to know. Um, and it really kind of shows me the direction I need to go as well. Because if this is possible, then what am I doing? I need to have more faith in my capabilities and the impact that I have. Um, and seeing these kinds of stories, cause like it makes me understand that I really am trapped in my own limiting beliefs. Like, cause I was calculating it today, the amount of hours I spent on this project and the amount of pay I'm getting in total. There's like a real sort of like an interesting thing because I've spent a lot of hours. Like I've probably been spending 4 hours per day on this project. Um, and I'm gonna say on average, but on average it's probably more like 5. So if you think about the fact that I've been doing this for almost 30 days, 5 times 30 is 150. What does my rate look like at that point? Like $6, $7 per hour. That is so trash. I think I'm worth much more than that. I think I'm worth at least 50 with what I'm capable of doing right now. And seeing these stories as like it validates that. So I'm genuinely like really interested to see how far I can go because like I love seeing these types of things like not really the testimonials but like, what other people are doing, what other people are capable of like really giving to people. That is so incredible. But yeah, like look at this guy, Brando. He learned about the model from a partner. I wasn't interested at first and then decided to try a PNR offer. A week later, this is a message I received. He sent probably Serge a message. Um, guessing he probably received like payments of like 10K or some shit, but he could scale it up. Okay, so these are like 10K sales for like he's getting from people that he's prospecting. So he's booking these people into calls and then he's getting these yeah, two sold, zero sales call. Holy shit! So he's booking them through text, just Twitter DMs. That's insane, but yeah. BNR is really interesting. I'm not gonna join this webinar. I feel like the limited to just 100 seats is a lie. There's definitely no seats, but I mean, look at this. This guy, he's really selling this $27. I'm not joining this, but it's definitely very interesting. Like a very interesting model that he's choosing to pick. Um, and I think that there's something to learn here. And I'm going to learn as much as I possibly can. But this is definitely interesting. Like there's something about like just learning more about like these types of ideas that really sort of lights the way forward. It really gives you sort of like a real idea of like what is possible, um, and what you can do. And I'm genuinely very appreciative of, I guess, the YouTube algorithm, but mostly because the YouTube algorithm doesn't recommend anything you don't want to see anyway. So, like, the only reason the video came to me, the only reason I clicked on the link was because I was like drawn to all these things by my interests. So, my interests have led me here. My interests have been like the one main driver that has brought me this far, and they will continue to be the driver that pushes me forward to becoming something incredible. So yeah, this is really cool though. This is very cool. These people are not building these systems themselves; they're just taking a piece of the pie. It's really interesting. Wow, I've never seen this type of business model like ever. So I just wanted to share that with you. Like I thought it was cool. I want to share that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time probably.